Alright, hello there. The third GOP debate on CNBC. It was yesterday. So the third GOP debate was yesterday on CNBC, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. To start things off, I just want to say that CNBC definitely was the worst debate because they just handled it so poorly. It was really crazy. It's like something I've never seen before. It's like they hosted the debate for Republicans, yet they were so biased against them. You could tell that none of the moderators really had much respect, or most of the moderators didn't have much respect for any of the candidates. And that's fine, but not if you're going to be a moderator and you're supposed to be objective, and this is the Republican debate, so you should keep that in mind with what you're saying. A lot of these were like blatant attacks on certain candidates and stuff. Some of them had some ground to them, but they also weren't appropriate. Like, most of them weren't appropriate. What I will say is that I really appreciate Kasich in the beginning really going in on, you need to wake up America when we have Donald Trump and Carson are the two candidates. It's essentially what he said without naming a specific name. That we have these two are the front runners for our party. He's expressed concern over the Republican Party, how it's perceived and everything because of this. I just really appreciated the passion from Kasich. That was really unexpected. It's Trump might have been right, even though he was just being an a-hole the whole time, of course. But Trump might have been right with the main reason he really started being this outspoken is because he dropped in the polls and needed to say something. That's possible, but I really agree with a lot of what he was saying. After that point, he really kind of fell off. If he kept that momentum going, it could have been really cool. The crowd seemed a lot more on Trump's side, though, because unfortunately his stupid comments got a lot of applause. They always seem to get his stupid retort to Kasich. Kasich didn't get much applause, so I don't know what that means, but Christie, a lot of the time what he was saying was just attacking Democrats, which is something you'd expect from either party to attack the other party, but it seemed like every talking point he had was just pandering in that it's I think he name dropped Obama or Clinton 75% of the statements he made, and that's really just to pander his whole message to the audience. But it was kind of annoying how he just kept repeating Hillary Clinton's doing this. We don't want Hillary Clinton in office. Well, a lot of them said that, of course. We can't have Hillary Clinton in office. We can't have a third Obama term. Yeah. Cruz was okay. He did pretty well. I'm not a fan of Cruz in general, but in the perspective of this debate, he did pretty well. Bush didn't really stand out whatsoever. Huckabee and Paul were the ones that really got the least speaking time, it seemed, by far. And Huckabee's always awful. I don't think he could have said anything that would have convinced me otherwise. He's easily my least favorite candidate out of all of them. He's the last one I'd like to see win. I don't think he has a chance at getting the nomination either. So he's a non-factor. Paul didn't get much time. It was an issue. They just didn't give enough time to speak. When he did speak, he didn't say anything amazing, though. But it's really hard when you have a stage with that many people on it. In a debate, you have to fit in 2 hours this time. It's really hard to fit it all in there. But going back to Christie, I said he did all these name dropping and Democrat mudslinging was most of what he said, but I really thought at halfway point he started really gaining momentum. He had This is great because they asked the stupid fantasy football question: should that be considered gambling? They asked that to Bush, and afterwards, Christie was like, "Oh, this is insane. Why are we talking about fantasy football when we're $19 trillion in debt? People need jobs, everything like that." So he actually started to build some momentum there at the end. And of course, at the end, I think it was his final statement. He was like, "The Democrats are coming for your wallets." Really, the biased moderator. The crowd could tell easily that the moderators were biased and unfair. There was a lot of talking over each other. It was such a mess. Trump, I didn't like. He didn't even talk that much. And he didn't have many great things to say. Again, with the immigration, the wall, he said the same exact thing he's been saying the whole time. We're going to build a wall. There's going to be a big, beautiful door. And we're going to make America great again. Alright. Carly Fiorina didn't really have that much of an impact for me either. She was just kind of there. And I believe I covered everyone. I could have missed someone. But the last person I saved was Marco Rubio, who I think easily won the debate. He was just very well spoken the whole time. He didn't give a single bad answer, I don't think. It seemed like he was prepared for every question they had. He had great responses to other candidates like Bush. His response against Bush was really good. I didn't like how he kind of dodged legitimate super PAC criticism in favor of talking about the and like kind of pander to the audience, but he did make a good statement. The mainstream media being like more left-leaning, but a lot of times I credit that to just being popular opinion. Popular opinion really is more often liberal than conservative. I'd say more often Democrat than Republican. You might not think so, but I think that might have a lot to do with why mainstream media leans to the left. But I definitely get what he's saying. A lot of it is just straight up biased. Most of the Republican headlines are negative that I see most of the time, and Democrat ones are pretty good. But I've expressed problems with media even within the left, how they are biased towards Hillary. If you go watch my Boom video right here, where I talk about Bernie's biggest enemy being media to begin with, because they're so biased towards Hillary over him. Even though he won the debate in popular opinion, media was saying that Hillary won. So yeah, in conclusion, I think my top three would be Marco Rubio, Kasich, and Christie, which is a really interesting mix. I didn't even talk about Carson. I don't think Trump and Carson really said anything. Carson was really weak, I thought. And yeah, I don't think Trump or Carson said anything. I hope. I'll be interested to see if their poll numbers go down after this. And yeah, Rubio, Kasich, and Christie are my three. And I think in the public size, Rubio won by far. Loser is Huckabee, because he's Huckabee, and he also didn't talk barely at all, along with Rand Paul, who didn't talk very much at all either. But at least he's not Mike Huckabee. Thank you for watching.
The fear no beat-up keeps going on, and the melody on my escape, vibration on my soul, it sends me to the peak. Without no regret, you got no love. Without no love, you got no regret. Without no regret, you got no love. A melody where I belong in this life.
Follow me on Twitter.